Now we will run through the hub bush replacement procedure. This takes 2 technicians and the following tools, equipment and materials. Reaction arm brackets, a torque multiplier, a 6mm hex key and a 13mm spanner. The ratchet strap, hammer and chisels will start in position on the turbine. To work in the front of the machine, we use the strop around the side of the frame. And then we can put our twin hooks on one at a time. In the front of the turbine, we have to climb over the gearbox. Lower yourself gently down on each side of the frame. Step 1, release brake and rotate blade until blade is vertical. If M16 rod has M8 tapped hole in the side, then make sure this is at the left-hand side. Step 2, we fit reaction arm brackets over both hub bushings each side of the blade. Use the torque multiplier to remove locking bolts from each side of the M16 rod. Use the torque multiplier to release the torque from the remaining M16 nuts on the M16 rod. Step 5, we can remove the reaction arms from both sides of the hub bushings. Step 6, we place the ratchet strap over the end of the M16 rod and secure with an M16 nut. Step 7, we turn blade clockwise to the horizontal position. Step 8, secure the ratchet strap to the work basket. Step 9, I'm going to loosen the M16 nut to the top of the M16 rod. Step 10, using a 6mm hex key and a 13mm spanner, I'm going to remove all 6 M8 bolts, nuts and washers from the hub bushing. Step 11, once all the bolts have been removed from the hub bushing, we use a hammer and chisels to remove the hub bushing from the hub fork. Step 12, the second technician will be pulling on the ratchet strap as we remove the M16 nut and the old hub bushing from the hub fork. Step 13, we're going to clean the debris out of the hole and then fit the new hub bushing over the rod. Step 14, if the M16 rod has a pre-tapped hole in the top, fit the M8 by 25mm grub screw and the new rod over the top. Step 15, we use the old M16 nut and screw it on to protect the top of the threads in the new rod, and we knock through with a hammer until the new rod is equidistant from the centre of the blade. Step 16, if the old rod didn't have the M8 tapped hole in the top, you would just use your new rod to knock the old one through. Step 17, remove the old M16 nut from the rod, fit a new hardened M16 washer and a new M16 nut and tighten down to the face of the hub bushing. Step 18, fit 6 new M8 by 60 hex bolts, washers and nuts to the hub bushing. Step 19, after tightening the 6 M8 bolts on the hub bushing, we rotate the blade anti-clockwise to the vertical position. Step 20, if the old rod is attached using grub screw, unscrew it and pass to the second technician in the work basket. Step 21, fit the old M16 nut onto the end of the M16 rod to stop the rod falling through when we turn the blade again. Step 22, we're going to refit the ratchet strap to the new hub bush side and secure with an M16 nut. Step 23, we're going to rotate the blade anti-clockwise till the old hub bush is on top. Step 24, we're going to remove the old hub bush and fit the new hub bush by following steps 9 to 12 as previously. Step 25, fit new M16 nut and washer to top of the M16 rod and hand tighten until the nut is flush with the face of the hub bush. Step 26, rotate blade anti-clockwise until vertical and remove ratchet strap and nut from the end of the M16 rod. Step 27, refit reaction arms to each hub bush. Use the torque multiplier and 30mm spanner to tighten the two M16 bolts to 410 Newton meters. Place the torque multiplier on the opposite side and make sure nut is torqued to 410 also. Step 29, remove both reaction arms from hub bushes. Step 30, rotate blade to horizontal position. Step 31, use your feet to rock the blade back and forwards, looking for slipping between the rod and the hub bush. Step 32, rotate blade up into the vertical position again. Step 33, refit reaction arms to hub bushes. Step 34, retorque M16 bolts to 410 Newton meters. Fit M16 locking nuts onto each side of the rod. Step 36, torque both locking bolts to 410 Newton meters. Step 37, remove both reaction arms again. Rotate the blade into the horizontal position. Step 39, use your feet to rock the blade back and forth again, checking that there's no slippage between the hub bush and the rod. To get back into the work basket safely, take your time to turn round. Always keeping 3 points of contact and climb back into the work basket. We'll then remove our two hooks and clip them to the anchor bracket at the back. Then remove the strop from the front of the frame. And remove the locking pin from the centre of the nacelle. The hub bushing replacement procedure is now complete.